Welcome back, everyone, once again to the 100% free-to-play Shadowverse Zero to Hero series. And welcome back, everyone, once again to the Open and Play kind of challenge series, everybody. I've got enough rupees and pack tickets for about 10 packs, which means I am guaranteed to open a legendary in this video. And whatever legendary it is that I open in this video. Ooh, all right, we got a gold. That's nice. So I'm going to open until I get at least one legendary. I'm going to open one at a time up to my 10 packs. I'm going to guarantee to get one legendary, and I'm going to be forced to play whatever it is that I open. Ooh, boy. And I may even comment on a couple cards real quick. This is my first Owen Mysterian Swordsman, so I haven't talked about it yet on the channel. My thoughts, I think it seems super good. Easily, it's going to be a 3 of in Runecraft. Everybody already knows Runecraft is strong. Anybody who watches this channel has watched some Runecraft and is going to watch quite a bit more in this set. We're eating pretty good still as Runecraft players. I don't know, Owen Mysterian Swordsman, maybe even kind of broke, to be honest. So we've got the guaranteed legendary within 9 packs. So let's go ahead and start opening these up. And I will get between 1 to 2 legendaries in this video, and I am going to be forced play. We are upping the challenge level in this video. Last time I did this series, I basically just had to, whoa, oh, that is such a good pull. I really wanted one of these Arena. I've actually been playing Forestcraft so far since the start of this expansion, and I feel like this could be really good in Forestcraft, right? Turn 6, you basically play, is it called Aria, giving all your fairy Storm. Then you can just have this later in the game. On turn 10, you could just do a regular evolve on this and then play 3 1/1s. You might even have something still left out on the board. Guaranteed like 14 damage if they don't have any block. Kind of insane. Chronic Strike, I still think probably not good. Ooh, this is kind of a pretty premium. What was this again? Yeah, not so sure about that one, but okay, I'm already actually really happy with pulls so far. I already got 2 golds that I really wanted, and I was definitely going to have to craft some of those if I didn't open them. I wanted at least one of that gold angel, so that's really nice. Okay, that's a really pretty premium. Urgent Rejected Artist. Still really interested in that, and for sure going to try it out in Runecraft. Seems kind of busted to me. All right, what is our legendary going to be in this video? I'm very curious. And everybody, as I said, for those that haven't watched this channel before, this is a 100% free-to-play channel. I have only crafted, in total, I believe, 2 legendary in my entire account. Hennekar and Jafnir, by the way, I'm pretty uncertain about this. I mean, it's one of the few cards I think now that actually combos with Olivia. Maybe you could make an argument there, but it seems kind of bad, honestly. I have a feeling Phil Dow is going to be better. Okay, we've got... Okay, everybody. All right, this might already be the end of the pack opening. And everybody, we are upping the challenge level of this challenge series. Okay, so for this time around, whatever I'm going to open... this may or may not be my last legendary I open. I don't know, kind of depend on how I feel. Ooh, we already got another one of those. Okay, well, I definitely don't need any more. Okay, and as I said, I'm upping the challenge level. So what is that going to mean for the up challenge level? My God, look at this pack, everybody. 2 silvers, 2 golds, and a legendary. So what does the up challenge level mean? It means I have to either ding to the A rank or use this in a lobby tournament, everybody, and it is Fennie. It is, in my opinion, the worst legendary. Oh my God, this is the worst. Oh, this card seems so just bad and awful, but you know what? I don't even mind. By the way, the art is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love this art. I wish I could have actually put it on a card, to be honest. Okay, everybody, Fennie Prismatic Phoenix. All right, this is it. We're going to roll with this one, everybody. We're doing it. Class Dragoncraft Fanfare, half the cost of all cards in your deck. Oh boy, everybody. My quick take. I've also heard 1 or 2 other YouTubers give their take. I agree 100%. I think it is absolute complete garbage. Possibly the worst legendary in the game. Probably the worst legendary in the game, right? Okay, what a card to do this challenge for. All right, you know what? That's good enough. All right, we're doing the challenge with Fennie, everybody. All right, everybody, we are in ranked, and we're going to call this the first trial with the Fennie. All right, official match, Fennie match 1. I already got it down with a Dragon Stripe. We're playing against Artifact Portal. This is basically the best possible match I could have to show off Fennie here, so let's just start with it here. And my opponent had the Grand Prix Finals Group A winner status. All right, here's what we're going to do here. We're going to do this. I'm going to have my Draconic Berserker ready to go for next turn. So next turn, I can get a Fennie and Super Evolve Draconic Berserker. I'm against a Grand Prix final stage Group A champion. I mean, this is as good as it gets, right? For matches, we're in ranked. We're playing against Portal Artifact. I mean, it just can't get really any better than this. The only thing that's basically happened in this match is we had the Merman come out. All right, man, here it comes. You know, this is kind of an interesting combo. Call of the Mega Lorca, by the way. Ends up turning the other ones into 1-costers. I could actually save the Draconic Berserker, play the Call of the Mega Lorca. The other one should be a 1-coster, and then it'll kill that off. And we've got the Golden Note Melody, man. This is going to be a crazy match, everybody. Here we go. All right, let's just go ahead and try it and show it off just for this. Okay, there it is, 1 mana. All right, getting another one from 1 mana. That's pretty sick. So we got those out of the deck. We may take 1 damage here, but I'm all right with that. We've thinned our deck from the Call of the Megalorcus. I'll show the current status of this deck after this match is over, and then kind of depending on where we're at this point, we'll figure out how many more matches we want to try this Fennie out with. But yeah, I feel like this is just, it's never going to get better show than versus a former Grand Prix champion. It's as good of an opponent as I can find against Portalcraft Artifact, and of course there we have the Orcus, which I'm always going to be complaining about. Okay, here's a half-costed 10-coster Wise Guardian Dragon. Oh god, this card is probably absolutely terrible, but is it so bad here actually? I'm not sure. It's as good as it's gonna get, basically. All right, we got filled out. What do we want to do this turn? Probably it's gonna be a Berserker to probably go ahead and smack the board. The Call of the Megalorcus is gonna finish off the 1/6. Then we can use the Draconic Berserker to finish off the 8/8. Wise Guardian Dragon's coming out. Oh man, actually maybe I just use the 4-cost Berserker here. Let me think about this. 4, this goes down to a 2, and that's a 1. We can also draw 3. I think it's better to have the draw 3. That'll be a 4, 5. All right, we're gonna draw 3, I think, instead. And we get to heal up a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be such a ridiculous Fennie match, everybody. It's the best one I've ever had. And again, it's against basically the toughest opponent I've had. All right, that's gonna kill that. Gotta get the Wise Dragon. I probably should have just drawn first since I knew I was gonna do that, but it's all right, whatever. By the way, does this run my timer out still? God, it still runs the timer out. Oh my gosh, there's another 2-cost. There's a 4-cost card. Everybody, this is the best opponent I could find. And they won Group A, and they're double Orcusing me. All right, everybody, I'm calling it on this match. If we win it with the Fennie match here, it's good enough. I won with Fennie. We're going to be ranking up to A here pretty soon, but I think we'll just do another run of the forced to play whatever legendary open. Double Orcus, Group A, Grand Prix winner. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We're gonna end up Garyuing here. Oh my god, this is gonna be so ridiculous, everybody. Oh my gosh, the Draconic Berserker is almost better here. Let me think about this. Garyu comes in. Oh my god, yeah, we have to play the double Fennie. I have no choice, everybody. This is YouTube after all. So we're gonna play the Fennie, and then we can just Draconic Berserker. Garyu is pretty much always better, but the Draconic Berserker, Garyu's probably better, I think. So gonna probably just Garyu, I think. Yeah, let's just do it. Garyu ends up becoming an 8/8. Yeah, and then we get the kill on the 1/2. We still got the blocker. So it's gotta be this. And now our deck. Wait, why did that die? I thought it had barrier. Does that go through barrier? Alright, I can just throw this guy out here. Does it? And then we get 4 damage. Does the Assassinate or whatever it's called, Bane, does that go through barrier? I never knew that, if it does. All right, everybody. The name of the game with these videos is, can I win with whatever legendary open? As I've said it multiple times, this is it. This is the best opponent I'm possibly going to find at this point. Grand Prix, Group A winner. We got the double Fennie off. Although I'm kind of getting low on resources now, so they could almost control me out. Oh my gosh, I've still been trying this guy out, everybody. I kind of can't decide about this Silver Cloud Dragon Rider, what I think about it. All right, what do we want to do here? We're gonna have 9 damage. We can get it up 2 more. Still not quite enough. Probably gonna just kind of rely on this 5/5 living. In which case, I'm thinking I'm going to just Silver Cloud Dragon Rider for 2 mana. Oh my gosh. I could also just evolve the Fildau, which is probably better because then we don't take damage, and I can just get the Silver Cloud Dragon Rider. We could also evolve the Draconic Berserker. It doesn't really matter which route I go. We can actually get all 3 out. So that's what we're gonna do. This is kind of ridiculous. I guess there's a chance they could have a Gundam somehow against us. If they had a Gundam, I think we still win actually if they have a Gundam. So this guy will stay alive if they have a Gundam. They will kill my 5/5. I forced them to play out the 5/3 early. Sorry, I wasn't able to get that in the video. But I had to start recording as soon as this crazy match got going. So I don't think they can have the Gundam here at this point, since we forced out them to play the 5/3 to clear our board. We had a really strong Merman turn as our turn 5. We ramped turn 3 into a turn 5 Merman. Merman, I think, is super strong, everybody, by the way. I don't know, maybe not super strong, but very solid, totally solid, I think. Oh, are you kidding me? 3rd Orcus. All right, everybody. If we win this, that's it. I accomplished my goal, and I'm pretty sure we win this. Whoa, the Lovestruck Puppeteer is the one that's getting involved. That's interesting. What does he do again? He just gives you a puppet, which, okay, I see. It gets Assassinate. We got the Intimidators out. Okay, they got our 6. They still can't attack here, but they get to trade off the 4/4. Kill that. And that's a win, everybody. Are you kidding me? Triple Orcus. Oh, this guy, everybody, is so good. Season Merman, I think, still. We fought through Triple Orcus against a Grand Prix winner from Group A. That's it. I did it, everybody. I pulled it off with my Legend I pulled. That was so ridiculous. Oh my god. And I'm gonna show you. We'll take a quick peek at this deck. All right, let's take a look at this deck. Here it is. And let me give you some quick thoughts to kind of wrap up this video here. I personally think Searing Fire Newt is still like one of the best 2-drops in the game personally. I was basically trying a bunch of different 2-drops out. I really like the Searing Fire Newt personally. Filled out, obviously great. This Intent Dragon Newt Princess, I just can't really figure out what play would be with this. You know, in theory, it seems like it could combo with the Fennie, you know? Like, I don't know, I guess you play Fennie first, and then you drop one of these and you super evolve the Fennie, then you draw 2 cards. I guess on turn 2 it doesn't do anything except just be a regular 2/2 for 2. Oh, I don't know. And then the other thing I was thinking is maybe somehow combo it with the Draconic Strike. I think this could be interesting. Maybe I'll actually continue playing around with this kind of deck and try this out. You basically play the Draconic Strike on 6, then you end up making this for free. Then you play something out on turn 7. Like, for example, on turn 7 you play this Neptune Arbiter of Tides. By the way, everybody, I think this Neptune Arbiter of Tides is going to be a total game changer for Ramp Dragon. I feel like this is going to be like the Ramp Dragon card. Am I wrong on judging this Neptune here? You get to heal for 4. It's absolutely insane. A 5/5 turns into an 8/8 Super Evolve. It has Ward, and you get 4 2/2s with Rush and heal 4. And then I think you go ahead and play the full 3 Season Merman. I was just trying 2 out to just try it. And then I think you go ahead and play the full 3 Call the Megalorca. Call the Megalorca, honestly, y'all, maybe this card is really, really good, actually. Because already a 2/2 for 2 with Rush is pretty darn good, honestly. And in a deck like this, it kind of needs it on turn 2, honestly. And then I was just trying out a bunch of different random 1/1s. Still just kind of evaluating lots of different cards, even Silver Cloud Dragon Rider. It's probably not great, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll revisit this deck, everybody. That was pretty fun.